show you what's possible because I just grinded for too long. How many people have been in the industry for 5 or more years and struggled? How many? Wow, that's a good portion of the room. See, with the Power Network, we no longer have to struggle because we have a blogging platform that works. How many of you know I used to blog before in Power Network? Raise your hand. How many of you know I didn't make a lot of money blogging before in Power Network? It's the truth. You know what I mean? I blogged for so long, I learned SEO, I'd learned this, I'd learned that, but I'd never make enough money because I didn't have the right platform. I was stuck in a crappy vehicle. How many of you been in a crappy vehicle? You know what I mean? I like to call it the slavery business model like David Wood, but I take it a step further. I call it the Nazi Germany business model because it's a bunch of bullshit. You know what I mean? I started blogging daily when I went to Atlanta. Before Atlanta, I thought the 8 core commitments were bullshit. Anyone thought that when they joined? Like they were just giving you fluff and they keep the real secrets to themselves? Does anyone still think that? So here's what happened. I went to Atlanta, I brought my wife, and at the time I was only making a few $1,000s in the Power Network. We were sitting in the back, right, Dee? You had your arms crossed, all the way back there. And then by the 3rd day, my wife was on the floor where she's at right now because she was so engaged. And so I realized everything that Dave and Dave have been teaching us is the truth. They teach you the truth. How many people know they speak the truth? That's why I'm here. That's why you're here. That's why we're all here. We're sick of the bullshit, right? And we're ready for the truth. And the truth, you want to hear the truth? Yeah. Do you want to know how to make your blogs worth over $1,000 every blog post like mine? Yeah. Do you really want to know?
Yeah!
And if I tell you my secrets, will you actually do it?
Yes!
Will you actually believe what I tell you?
Yes!
Here's what you need to do. You need to do your 8 core commitments daily. How many people do it every day? Not sex, I mean an 8 core commitment. You know what I mean? Do your 8 core commitments, then have sex with your spouse. You know what I mean? But here's what happened. I started doing my 8 core commitments for about 90 days. And in that 90-day period, I wasn't getting much results. But after about a 90-day mark, 90 to 100 days, I started to generate 10, 20 leads a day. And with 10, 20 leads a day, I started to get 1 sale a day. Because how many people know that social media, like blogging traffic, is warm traffic, and warm traffic is better than cold traffic? Do you understand? That's why we have a blog, right? You can connect with people, and people are interested in people. Do you know that? So what I do, I just share my life. I speak my mind. If I'm pissed off, I make a video on why I'm pissed off. You know what I mean? If I don't like something, I'll tell people I don't like it because I'm human and there's a good possibility you don't like it. You know what I mean? So the secret to making blogging work, you have to do it daily. Here's why. Anyone here an athlete or likes running or working out? What happens if you run really hard for 2 days and you take a week vacation and you go back or you do that at the gym? What happens?
Nothing.
You feel like shit and you never get anywhere because there's no damn momentum. The secret to making blogging work, you have to do it daily and you have to believe it's going to work. How many of you believe that blogging works here at the Power Network? Absolutely. So you have to do it daily. How many of you actually blog every day? Every day. A lot of you don't. And that may be the reason maybe you're not having a lot of success. See, when I got started with the Power Network, I was poor. I didn't have money for advertising. And people come up to me, Justin, you make $30,000 a month in Power Network, but you do some paid advertising. Did you know the first $20,000 I made in Power Network was from blogging? No paid stuff. Blogging. Why? I didn't have any money. I had to make it work. And I made a commitment because I believed in myself. You know what I mean? You know why I believed in myself? I actually didn't believe in myself until my wife believed in me. And I didn't believe in myself until Dave looked me in the eyes and he said, Justin, you're a $100,000 a month guy. But I'm like, Dave, I'm only making $3,000 a month. How can you say that? He goes, you got to believe in yourself, and I believe in you. And I trusted him because he looked me in the eye. So sometimes you just need somebody to believe in you, and that's why you're here right now. If you don't have the success you want, the truth, you want the truth? You don't really believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. That's the #1 determining factor to your success. If that's the only thing you've got out of this weekend, you can go home and become a millionaire this year. And I truly mean that. A millionaire. A millionaire. Fucking millionaire. I get so emotional because I think this is just the most badass movement I've ever been a part of, and I'm very proud to be here. You know what I mean? I truly believe in Empower Network. I believe in the Daves. I believe in all of you here. I believe in this movement because I believe we're here to change the world. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than just my wife. It's bigger than being about my family. It's about uplifting humanity because humanity are slaves. If you work a 9 to 5, it's modern day slavery. Maybe that's a little crazy to digest, but I truly believe it. You know what I mean? Because if you gotta work for money and you have no time freedom to spend with your wife or spouse or your loved ones, you're a slave. You know what I mean? And how do we break free from the bondage? How do we escape into freedom and become freedom artists? You gotta start believing. You gotta have a vision. And if you want to attract people to you on your blog, or anyone here use video marketing at all? A lot of video people. And if you don't, take a lot of videos at this event. Because here's what I did. I did a 90-day blitz. I got back from Atlanta, and again, I didn't have much of any success at that time. I shot about 100 videos. And every day, I uploaded a video of Tracy Walker, of Tony Rush. I didn't have my own success story, so I used the success story of the leaders. And a lot of times there's a misconception, and you'll say, Justin, you just share your story and people throw their credit card at you. And that's the truth. They do that now, but they didn't do that before. So what I had to do was leverage off the success of the leadership in the company. I uploaded a video on my blog every day because I know stories sell people. Anyone know that? That if you share a good story, people will buy from you? And do you know we have the best storytellers in the industry right here? So all you have to do is share stories on your blog every single day. You can blog about anything. The biggest question I get is, what do I blog about? The truth? Blog about anything. But here's the key. Whatever you're blogging about, there has to be a connection with the audience you share it with. See, we blog daily, we tell others, and we get paid. The biggest thing I see most people do, they blog daily, and they don't tell any others, and they don't get paid. So what I would recommend, instead of doing 20 blogs a day, trying to magically rank on Google because you were blessed by the SEO Jesus Troy transfers again. Instead of doing that, do a good blog post, share a story, and don't go to sleep until at least 200 to 300 people read your blog. That's the key to making blogging work. You gotta get eyes on your blog. What good is spending 8 hours on a blog post if nobody reads it? You know what I mean? You have to get traffic to your blog, and it's actually easy. Getting traffic to the blog is easy. You know what I mean? We have such phenomenal training. How many people saw the 15K training I did as a bonus module on how I tap into Facebook? I started getting 10 to 20 leads a day just from Facebook free marketing, and I share that strategy in the 15K per month formula. How many people don't own the 15K formula? It's okay to be honest, we're not gonna, judge you or anything. But here's what you need to do. You need to get that product, because if you want to make $1,000 sexy commissions, you gotta own the product. And then people say, but I'm not selling any 25s, so I can't sell any thousands, so why should I buy it? Because you lack education and your cup is full, and until you can learn to empty your damn cup, you're gonna be poor. And it's the damn truth. I need you to forget everything you think you know about marketing. Because I was misfed information my whole life. We all have. And it's all that disconnect, it's that distortion that holds us back. But when you can empty your cup and learn from the leadership of this company and believe in what we tell you. If we tell you to do something, believe that it's going to work and believe in yourself, you can become massively successful from blogging. The reason I like blogging, it's free. And And again, I didn't do paid advertising most of my life. I just did free stuff. And I love shooting video and putting it on the blog. I think that's the most powerful way to connect with people. You know what I mean? I think video is great. So shoot a lot of videos this weekend and share them on your blog. Share stories, share your story. Every day you share another story. And here's another secret. How many people email your list every day? Even if it's only one lead, I don't care how big your list is, how many people email their list every day? How many people take the swag from Dave and the leaders and send them to their list? That's what I do. I make a lot of money doing that. This morning I woke up, I had like an hour sleep, I'm like, there's no way I can write an email, I'm like all out of it. So I checked my email, and I'm on Aaron Rashkin's list because Aaron Rashkin and Sophia are badasses. You know what I mean? And I took his email, and I swiped it, kind of made it a bit unique or whatever, and I sent it out. When Dave sends us emails and they do Empower Hours, swipe it and send it out. One of the reasons I get a lot of sales is I'm always promoting the Empower Hour. How many think the Empower Hour is badass? And how many of you know if you just got more people to listen to the Empower Hour, you would have a bigger organization? That's a big gold nugget. I want you to write that down. Invite people to the Empower Hour every Monday if you want to build your business. Leverage off the success of the company. The biggest, fastest way to get up there. Because if you don't have your own success story, you can leverage off of that. And that's one of the things I started to do. Leveraging off the success of the company. So what are some of the other problems with blogging? Let me think here. What questions do I always get? Don't know what to blog about. So you need an idea, listen to the Empower Hour, and now you have like too much to write about. See, my problem has never been writer's block. It's having too much damn information to write about and I don't know what to choose, right?
Yes.
Follow with your heart. I mean, if you're into, I don't know, if you're into weird hippie stuff, talk about hippie stuff. You know what I mean? If you're into cars and, you know, doing that sort of stuff, blog about cars. But here's another important thing we teach in some of the products. You have to transition it with a call of action. How many people here blog but you don't have a call to action? Raise your hand. You can be honest. It's all good. Just a few of you. You have to have a call to action in your blog if you expect to generate leads from it. So at the end of every blog post, I always have a call to action. Like, you want to learn how to drive fast and look sexy like Tracy Walker? Click the link below. And don't be afraid to ask for it. One of the biggest reasons I struggled with video for a long time, I was afraid to ask people to click or buy. And Dave said, you got to tell people what to do, because if you don't, they won't do it. So just by directing people, you can get them to take action. So something I do in every blog post, I don't have one call to action, I have like a dozen. Anyone read my blog post before?
Yes.
Anyone here followed my assignments before in my blog post? It's some badass shit. Because it's so easy to blog. Blogging is the easiest thing, but we complicate it. One of my favorite trainings in the 15K per month formula is Chris Record with speed blogging. How many people enjoyed that? Because you don't have to spend a dozen hours writing a blog. You can spend 10, 20 minutes. Did you know that? You don't have to spend all day in your blog. You should spend all day getting traffic to the blog. That's more important. You know what I mean? You got to get the traffic. So I love that training because it's the truth. You can do it part-time. You don't have to be full-time as a blogger to make money. You just got to blog, get it out there, and drive traffic. What I did as a challenge when I got started, I said, I made this blog post, I'm not going to go to sleep until I get 100 people to it. And you have analytics. The blogging system has Google Analytics built in, so you can actually track